I stepped into the grand lobby of Xperience Kiroseiz Parkland, Sharm El Sheikh, my heart racing with excitement. I had planned this vacation for months, and I was ready to unwind and recharge. But little did I know, my dream getaway would turn into a never-ending nightmare. As I approached the reception desk, I was greeted by a receptionist who seemed more interested in her phone than in checking me in. Her tone was curt, her smile fake, and her lack of enthusiasm was palpable. I felt like an inconvenience, a mere disturbance in her otherwise busy day of scrolling through social media. "Your room will be ready in 2 hours," she said without even looking up at me. 2 hours, can you believe it? I had traveled for hours, exhausted and hungry, and now I had to wait for 2 hours just to get into my room. It was a terrible start to a terrible stay. When I finally got to my room, I was shocked to find it infested with flies. Yes, you read that right, flies. In a 5-star resort, I expected some basic level of cleanliness, but I guess that was too much to ask from Xperience Kiroseiz Parkland. The rooms were supposed to be all-inclusive, but what they failed to mention was that the all-inclusivity extended to the inclusion of unwanted insects in your living space. The room phone was broken, so I had to trek all the way to the reception desk every time I needed something. And when I asked for a replacement card, they flatly refused. "No, this is your only card," they said, as if I was trying to scam them or something. I mean, what kind of hotel policy is that? It's like they wanted to make my life harder to punish me for choosing to stay with them. The restaurant was a joke. The food was cold, the service was slow, and the menu was laughable. I asked for ice to cool my drink, and the staff rudely told me it was already cold so I wouldn't spill it. Are you kidding me? It's not about spilling the drink. It's about enjoying it at a comfortable temperature. But no, the staff at Xperience Kiroseiz Parkland were too busy being condescending to care about their customers' needs. And don't even get me started on the all-inclusive food. It was like they took all the leftover scraps from the previous night's buffet and served them to us again, with a side of stale bread and a drizzle of regret. I mean, who serves boiled eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's like they were trying to torture us with repetition. But what really took the cake was when the general manager had the audacity to ask me if I was trying to stay for free. Me, can you believe it? I had paid top dollar for a subpar experience, and he had the nerve to insinuate that I was trying to scam them. It was like he thought I was some kind of charity case, or worse, a freeloader. As I lay in my bed that night, surrounded by flies and broken dreams, I couldn't help but wonder, what was the point of it all? Why did I waste my time and money on Xperience Kiroseiz Parkland? They didn't care about their customers. They didn't care about providing a good experience. All they cared about was making a quick buck off unsuspecting tourists. So, dear friends, let this be a warning to you. Stay far, far away from Xperience Kiroseiz Parkland. They will promise you the world but deliver a nightmare.
I'm looking into all these crazy crimes near Xperience Kiroseiz Parkland, Sharm El Sheikh. It's like so scary, All right, so there was this one scam at the airport, like right when you arrive, They stopped this tourist, said there was a problem with their passport, even though it was all good just a minute before. Can you believe it? They were all like, "Oh, you need to pay us £20 to fix it," and the poor tourist was all stressed out with a kid and everything. I'm like, how could you do that to people? It's so mean. I bet the tourist was so confused and scared, like, what do I do? They probably just paid the money to get out of there, And what about the officers, huh? They just got away with it, probably did it to lots of other people too. It's so unfair. And then there are these shops in the tourist areas, like near Xperience Kiroseiz Parkland, Sharm El Sheikh. They're like super aggressive, trying to sell you stuff for way too much money. They'll block the door, yell at you, even call the police on you if you try to leave. I'm like, what kind of business is that? It's like they're trying to take advantage of you just because you're a tourist. So sad. I think the tourists were probably so intimidated, They didn't want to get in trouble or anything, so they just paid the money. And the shopkeepers are like, yay, I got another one. It's so wrong. And then there are these fake branded stores, like they look all official and everything. But it's all fake. They sell you stuff that doesn't even work, or it's just junk. And when you try to return it, they're all like, no way, you're stuck with it. I'm like, how can you live with yourself doing that to people? I bet the tourists were so angry and disappointed, They probably felt so duped. And the store owners, they just don't care. They're like, next customer, please. It's so horrible. These kinds of things, they make me so sad, It's like, can't people just be honest and kind?
Let's be frank, the businesses surrounding the Xperience Kiroseiz Parkland Sharm El Sheikh, they're not a postcard. They're more like a postcard someone scribbled over with a warning. And honestly, after sifting through what people are saying, it feels a little like uncovering a slightly disheartening truth about how some places operate when they know tourists are coming. It's a pattern, a predictable sadness. This isn't about isolated incidents. This is how things are asterisked near this hotel. Prepare yourselves. We need to talk about Soho Square first. It feels like the area's designated fun zone, the place tour operators push you towards. And this is a significant but, it appears to be largely built on style over substance. People describe it as a tourist trap, and it's not hyperbole. Imagine a mall, any mall, but dressed up with flashing lights and a dancing fountain that apparently isn't even that impressive. Several accounts mention the shops all selling the same things, often knockoffs, at inflated prices. It's designed to feel asterisk special but feels hollow like a stage set. And the service. Oh, the service. Repeated complaints paint a picture of staff who are, at best, indifferent and at worst, actively rude. Waiting 40 minutes for a waffle only to be met with ineptitude. Being spoken to sarcastically by waiters, and cashiers being outright impolite to children. Stories of being ignored while trying to find seating, even having to borrow chairs from other guests. There's a sense of disdain, a feeling that they're merely tolerating your presence rather than providing hospitality. It feels like they're playing a game and you're the mark. It makes a certain ache form in your chest, doesn't it? The idea that simple politeness is too much to ask. Then there's Grand Oasis Resort, and it's a mess, honestly. The sheer volume of complaints about the staff is alarming. Accounts of being yelled at for simply wanting to pay through an app, imagine scolded for convenience, are deeply unsettling. It seems like a place where basic courtesy is optional, where staff display overt favoritism and treat those perceived as local differently. Some reviews describe a palpable tension, a sense of being unwelcome if you don't fit a certain profile. This isn't just bad service, it's a breach of basic human decency. Beyond the attitude, there are significant concerns about hygiene. Dirty bathrooms, brown water coming from the taps, filthy sponges being used to clean tables. It's a litany of issues that suggest a complete disregard for basic cleanliness. One review vividly describes someone falling ill after eating at the restaurant, and the lack of assistance offered when requesting a wheelchair for an injured family member is frankly appalling. A recurring theme appears to be a sense of being actively inconvenienced by the hotel, as if they're actively making your stay worse. It's a slow burn of frustration, isn't it? A feeling of being trapped in a place that doesn't care. Let's talk Starbucks. This feels almost pathetic. Reports of broken coffee machines, limited food options, and concerns about the authenticity of the coffee itself. It's a Starbucks, a global brand, yet the experience is subpar. It's a symbol, I think, of a general lowering of standards, a willingness to cut corners even on something as simple as a cup of coffee. It's the little things you see, the little things that erode trust. And then we come to the nightclubs. Bus Stop Club, formerly Pacha Sharm, is a cautionary tale. The entrance fees are exorbitant, the drinks are overpriced, and the venue is overcrowded. Reports of aggressive security, men inappropriately touching people on the dance floor with no intervention, and drinks being watered down are deeply concerning. It feels predatory, doesn't it? A place where vulnerability is exploited.
The feeling of being trapped in a small, sweltering space, surrounded by inflated prices and questionable characters. The complaints extend to a fundamental disregard for safety. Stories of people being allowed in beyond capacity